2:30, we got number 10 Oregon traveling to UCLA. UCLA getting favored by a point. Top 10 team on ABC. I understand the Oregon one because they're not coming off some great performances like Oklahoma State's been. And they are a one-loss football team. They're coming off a barely win against Cal, 24-17, where it took a fourth and goal stop for Cal not to possibly pull off the upset there. Oregon has not been playing to their full potential. Anthony Brown had 20 catches, went 20 at 28, threw for 244 yards, a touchdown, 0 interceptions, and a rushing touchdown. Travis Dye had only 19 carries, but for 145 yards and a touchdown. It's like every single time he's getting the ball, he's getting 6-7 yards. And it's like, why aren't you giving it to Dye more? I mean, Dye was their leading receiver for 7 catches for 73 yards. That man is making plays, and it's like they refuse to get him the ball. Now, UCLA is coming off a pretty impressive 24-17 win at Washington as well. Dorian Thompson-Robinson went 20-26, threw for 183 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interception. Zach Charbonnet had 21 carries for 131 yards, and Chase Cota had 3 catches for 60 yards. The problem for UCLA has almost never been the offense. Now, the game against Utah, they had a little bit of problem with the offense, and that's why they couldn't win, right? Actually, that's the case right now. Outside of that one game, even the rest of the state game, the offense was not the problem in that game. It's the fact they couldn't stop anyone on defense, which is honestly a cure for Oregon. Oregon not being able to put up many points the last 2 weeks. Or UCLA leads the series 39-30 all time, but last 2 games have gone to Oregon, and they've won 8 out of the last 9. This is a really interesting game because I would love UCLA to win, knock all Pac-12 teams out of playoff contention, and you're just going to ignore a Power 5 conference, and then it's really down in between the four major conferences in the Big 10, Big 12, ACC, SEC. They could all send one, or you think you could have an argument that the American could send one, whether it's Cincinnati or SMU, or a conference could send 2, right? Like if Alabama wins the SEC championship, I think it's going to be hard. You're going to be hard pressed to find a person that thinks Georgia shouldn't make it, right? I think it makes it narrows it down a lot, though, because right now Oregon is a team that, like, really, if they win the Pac-12 championship, I think it's going to be hard pressed to keep them out of it, especially if Ohio State wins the Big 10 championship. That's like the best thing you can offer for Oregon because you have the head-to-head over them, and you would get in the playoffs over Ohio State. I'm sorry, it's just a fact. Yeah, that's what you want. If you're an Oregon fan, you win a Pac-12 championship. You want to feed another stretch. But if you're every other fan, you really like UCLA to win this game, knock Pac-12 out of playoff contention. I think that's what's going to happen, honestly. Oregon's not playing really great football. I think UCLA is hitting a stride right now. I think UCLA is favored by 1 point for a reason. I think it's weird that they're favored by a point. I was going to pick the upset here, but I guess I'll pick the team that's favored. Give me UCLA to win here.